Yo, this is Stuart Dahl here. I'm chilling in the man cave on a Wednesday night. Just winding down for the day, watching some TV, working on my laptop, whatnot, texting friends and whatnot. Today marks the 70th anniversary of the liberation of the first Nazi concentration camp to be opened before World War II, Dachau concentration camp outside the German city of Munich 70 years ago today, which housed political prisoners and anybody that wasn't in tune with the Hitler and the Nazi regime. Today is a day that we should remember those who have died under the Nazi regime, and also to remember those the soldiers of World War II that gave their lives for peace, freedom, and security to defeat Nazi Germany, because in the early years of World War II, from 1939 to the later years of the war, it seemed like Germany was unstoppable because they kept on. They conquered most Western European countries such as France, Belgium, Holland, Norway, all the countries that Germany conquered in less than 6 weeks. And then we should also remember the millions of civilians who died because of constant air raids and whatnot, and people that were executed for no reason at all, and whatnot. So far I've had a really good day and whatnot. I'm spending the evening with my mom and that. Tomorrow I have work at Sturgeon Creek, and then again Friday, and that's the end of my work week. Tomorrow night I have my usual swim practice at the North End Centennial Pool with my swim team, the North End Seals, which I've swam with since I was 7 years old in their Learn to Swim program, which I started out in, and have been swimming competitively ever since. I have about 8 or 6 gold, and the rest of them are silver and bronze for swimming. I also, for wrestling, have a provincial title for wrestling in the Special O division, which I became the first ever provincial champion in that division in March of 2010. And the rest of them, the medals that I have through wrestling, are a mixture of gold, bronze, and silver and whatnot. I also have a championship football ring from Grant Park when I was helping them out back in 2011 when they won their first football title in Grant Park's 50-year history, which is a really good accomplishment. and whatnot. We and This year was the first time in over 10 years that Grant Park has won a provincial title for high school males. The last time they won a provincial title banner was in 2005 when I was on the wrestling team at the time, and we went up to Thompson, Manitoba for the Manitoba Wrestling Championship. The, those are the good old days. I try to keep up on current events going on in the world, and keep on up on current events for my home country of Germany. I'm hoping that my home country Germany wins the 2015 Women's FIFA World Cup, which starts June 6th and goes to July 5th. But it all depends on who's in Group B with Germany. Who never knows? There might be some countries that may be tough nuts to crack for Germany. But also Canada doesn't have it easy in Group A in their group, because there may be countries that are, also a tough nut for Canada to crack. It all depends. The Winnipeg Jets had a really good season, despite they've had their ups and downs and that, and their share of players being out with injuries and whatnot. I thought they did pretty good compared to last year, because last year at this point the Jets weren't even in the playoffs in that, but at least they made the playoffs for the first time since they've been back in Winnipeg since 2011. And who knows, I'm hoping a Canadian team wins the Stanley Cup this year as opposed to an American team. I'm hoping that either Calgary or Montreal win the Stanley Cup, but it would be nice if Montreal wins the Stanley Cup this year, because they haven't won a Stanley Cup since 1993, and they were the last Canadian team to win the Stanley Cup, other than the Edmonton Oilers back in 1985 when Wayne Gretzky left the team to go and play for the LA Kings. And and it also seems that the world's gone really crazy these days and that, and whatnot. Also, my sympathy go out to the family of the recent earthquake in Nepal. It's pretty terrible what those families are going through, and what the country's going through right now, because of the damage to their infrastructure and that. Who knows? It's gonna take them quite a while to get back on their feet, but at least countries are starting to help out now, and supplies and that are coming in, and that. In that. What else? The New York Yankees aren't really doing good, so far, but it's only the start of the Major League Baseball season. There's a lot of baseball to go. But hopefully they make it far enough they can make it to the October Classic. but again, they may have tough teams that they have to face, but that's what you have to do. You have to do what you have to do to make the playoffs, and it doesn't matter what sport you're in. And well, this is a wrap. Let's all remember those who have died for peace, freedom, and security. Doesn't matter what country they're from. And remember what we're and remember the things that we're thankful for in our life. Then yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, you have a really good rest of the evening and have a good sleep. Thanks. Bye. Peace.